welcome back. Wow, it's been hot. We've had up to 35 degrees here last week, over 30 for 4 days on the trot, really warm. A few things have suffered, mainly the onions from sets. Too much heat and a lot of them have just shot up and gone to seed. Not all of them. The white snowball onions, a couple of them have, but they've put on a little bit of size, so I'm going to leave them a couple of weeks, just see how they get on. The other sets are put in, they've not even started to bulk up yet, and quite a few of them have thrown up a spike, so I will probably be taking those out because I can utilise that bed for something else, because I don't think they're going to come to much. That is the risk you take with sets, guys, and hot weather, boom, can happen. So I've been doing quite a lot in the garden. I've not been able to film a lot of it. It's just been too hot, guys. I just want to get stuff done. I've got some giant onions in. I've got some giant potatoes in, which I'll show you in the video. Everything else is doing quite well and coping well. I've used a lot of mulch this year, so the soil's holding good moisture, which is always a good thing. But what I'll do, there is quite a lot been done since the last video. The borders are filling out. I've got a lot planted, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a walk around and show you what's going on. It's a shame it's not a bit later, because I could have showed you all the Nicotianas that have come out self-seeded from last year, but they close up in the day, come out at night, and if it was smelly vision, it would be amazing. The scent coming off these is just blows across the garden. It's beautiful. So anyway, I'm going to give you a little walk around and show you what's happening, and well, I suppose you'll see anyway. So we'll start in the greenhouse. I think you've seen these before. We've got the 3 tomatoes in here. The Rapunzel F1, which is a cherry. And we've got the 3 cucumbers down here, which are doing fine. I've got water spillage in this tray, and I don't know where it's coming from, because this irrigation is not leaking. So it looks like the water's draining straight through. But it's not a major issue. It's definitely not leaking, because I've got the marker on the drum outside, and it's not going down until it actually comes on. So, and I've checked the piping, and it seems to be fine. So not a major issue, nothing to worry about really. But yeah, they're doing fine. Got the mini munch and the Beth Alpha. That's all that's in the greenhouse, guys, apart from a little fan blowing here just to get a little bit of air circulation. Outside we've still got the Acer down there, which is doing fine. Buckets of carrots on the decking. Got a load of the giant onions. Still nowhere to put these guys, to be honest. And a few strawberry pickings from earlier on, which are producing quite well. So we'll go down here. It is a bit chaotic out here still, guys, because I'm just in its mass planting time. So we'll walk around here. We've got just a little pot made up there. We've got asters and schizanthus in there. Still got loads of schizanthus here to go out. I've got cucumbers, carrots, the big carrots, nowhere to put them yet. Sweet corn, nowhere to put these yet, but they might go in that onion bed if I rip all them onions out. Got a few little pots made up. Petunias, a bit of lobelia and some marigolds, looking quite pretty. I'll show you the wall planter that I didn't last week. In here we've got petunias, we've got calibrachoas, we've got some aster in there, some more petunias. Pretty much end to end it's the same, so petunias, calibrachoas and that. And this should spill over lovely. Once it gets going, it's doing okay. So down here I've got the potatoes that you've seen already, I think. These are the Condor Save Seeds. And I've got the Manitou there. And that's a spare one I had from Steve Digwell that I didn't get to use. It's actually doing really well. Got a couple of giant onions in buckets here. I just stuck them in buckets for the sake of it, because I need to get some out. Down this side I've got strawberries still in here. These are starting to get strawberries on. These must be later ones. Got a dahlia down there, still nowhere to put it. That's another single seed potato I need to get potted up. Got the 2 blueberries, blue crop and a pink lemonade. Not sure if they'll crop this year. Not too fussed, they're new plants. Got a dahlia in a pot there. That's grown from seed. That's called Black Forest. Around here we've still got loads of stuff. We've got some lettuces in troughs. just keeping these in the shade. Cosmos. These are all the Melope that I've sowed from seed. They're doing fine, but again, nowhere to put them. A couple of spare marigolds. Cucumbers, got mini munch, Beth alphas. We've got dahlias. A couple of spare cobra beans down there. We've got a couple more pots here, flowers. We've got a mini sunflower in the middle. But there's marigolds and asters. I've even stuck a coleus in the back there. Pretty much the same as that one. That's a single seed potato that I split. That one needs to go in as well. We have red profusion tomato in a basket there. Need to top this up. I've literally just done this. It needs a bit more soil now it's sunk. So carrot bed, pretty disastrous this year compared to the box. I had about 7 or 8 germinating here. So the rest of them I've sown again, nothing happened, and I've sown again and put domes on just to keep some of the moisture in. It's strange, it's the same compost, excuse me, and the same seed packet, whereas I had 100% germination in the carrot box. Anyway, moving round. So we've started to plant up the borders. We've got a dahlia black forest in here. Obviously the crocosmias are coming up now. Down here, sorry about the shadow, we've got some coreopsis and a few bits of cosmos. Got another black forest dahlia, more coreopsis and cosmos. That is a dahlia, it's a new one to me, it's called Danique. It's a big bright reddy orange colour. More cosmos. And down here we've got, that's a helenium, which I planted last year, it's come back nicely. Cosmos again, and crocosmia. And over this side we've got a dahlia there called Show and Tell. Big peachy reddy colour one. Another dahlia there called Maxime. Another new one to me, again reddy peachy colour I think. And Heliopsis, which planted a couple of weeks ago, which seems to be doing fine. That is one Melope down there that I've just stuck in the end to see what happens. This border. So again, obviously I've got a lot of cosmos because I do love it. We've got a Thaumagia vine there that I've stuck in, it was a spare one, and it's got a little flower on it. Lovely. Might do okay. Last year or the year before they didn't do well over here, but we'll see. We've got the foxgloves, cosmos. This is the Bianthus xanthos, I think it's called. Beautiful little flower. More foxgloves, more cosmos. These are the little foxgloves. These are stunning. These are absolutely beautiful. Bees love them. And more cosmos down there. So moving around. This is just a random bed. There's a dahlia in the middle that I thought rotted off. Obviously not. And there's some small, what are they? What are they called? I've forgotten what they're called now. I've got some over there. Crocosmias. But they're the small yellow ones. So these are other single seed potatoes that have gone in. This one is just standard compost with farmyard manure, Vitax and superphosphate. This is spent John Innes #2 compost. Manure, Vitax, superphosphate, and that one is the same. This is the other carrot box. The difference, I mean, yes, these have been in a bit longer, but these are all doing fabulous, apart from the ants. I've got ants everywhere, there in every bed and every basket. I just don't understand it. I had the same problem last year. So I'm moving around. I've still got some foxgloves here that are dying to get out. As you can see, they're all yellowy, but they're in flower. These are the 2 giants potatoes, condors. Seem to be romping around okay. I'm not going to fertile around removing the small potatoes in case I damage the big one. But I've got 2 of those. And that's another single seed potato, which I'll show you in a bit, actually potting it up. bean bed. Quite pleased with this. Getting the odd munch, but we've got no snails in it. But it's looking okay. They're starting to put a little bit of growth on now, which is what we want. Still got some spare brassicas in here. Not sure they're going to be going anywhere, to be honest, but they're there. Tomatoes, I've got some midnight roamers there from Diggy, and I've got a couple of muscotas, and in here we've got a couple more colliers and a couple of Rebecca's from seed. In here we've got some more. I've got another Rapunzel tomato there, which is a spare. And I've got some Muscota and Red Profusion tomatoes there. 2 more dahlias to go out. These are from last year. Don't know where to put them yet. There's the giant onions that I think featured in the other video. They seem to be holding up. So over here we've got the spring onions, which are bulking up nicely now. These are Apache, and the 2 rows of carrots I sowed. Starting to come through nice, so just need to thin them out a little bit. Got a tray of giant onions there. These are pretty much rejects, but I don't know, they might go in somewhere. More Nicotianas to go out. I'll show you them a bit closer in a minute. So this border, we've got self-seeding Nicotianas. They're not open yet, as explained. But we have got a lot of planting going on here. So I think this is a Shasta Daisy that's come back. I'm leaving it in because I do like them, but they do spread. So you've got to look after them. I might be able to get a dahlia down there actually. There is a lot of Rebecca coming through, but so there's a big dahlia here. This is 3 years old, this one. That is the Swan Island. Obviously got the strawberries on the fence. I'm picking these every day. They're doing really well, really pleased. Another self-seeded Nicotiana. This is one of the Nicotianas I planted yesterday. These are beautiful. These are called Tinkerbell. Look at these little flowers. Absolutely stunning little things. Little tiny ones. Quite nice. We've got some Crocosmia dotted along the back here as well, just for a bit of early colour. We've got a dahlia here, which is, it's just a plain red one. It's in a lot of my videos last year. I've dumped that one over there. Got another one of these Tinkerbells. How lovely they are. Rebecca's coming up, flowering already. Quite short at the minute though. More self-seeded Nicotianas. Got some Cosmos at the back. And I've got a Coreopsis in there. That's a Rebecca coming back. That's a Rebecca. These are the alliums that are just starting to go over. It's the only problem with alliums. When they go over, they look awful. But not to worry. Another Coreopsis. Cosmos. Another Tinkerbell. That's a dahlia called HS Date. We've got a couple of Cosmos there. And this is the bottom of the bird feeder, which is, it's got some dianthus and some marigolds in. But I keep getting bird seed sprouting through and pulling it out. Because obviously they drop the seed in here, but apple tree's doing alright. No sign of anything growing on it yet, but it's coming. Right, let me take you round. These are the onions that are going to seed. These are the white ones. These are putting on a little bit of growth, so I'm going to leave these. More spring onions. So yeah, these ones, yeah, they're not doing too bad. They've got a bit of growth coming. So I'm going to let these romp away, but these ones not really bulking up at all. Yeah, a little bit, but nothing to shout about. Like you can see, they're quite small. And throwing up seed heads. I don't know if I've got one here to show you because I've been snapping them off. Well, there's one I've snapped off there, as you can see. But yeah, these are not very big at all, so I might actually sacrifice these and use the bed. There's one there, look, to show you, if you can see in there. That's a seed head coming up. So yeah, very early. Broccoli's doing fab in here. We've all got heads on. I've never managed to grow broccoli over the summer. Still might not, but if you can see through the net, we've got heads. We'll see how it develops, but they're all getting heads on, which is good. And we're supposed to be getting a week of rain. But yeah, I am pleased that we got heads. Just hope it doesn't go to seed. So yeah, quite pleased. There's a nice one in there. See that? Lovely. Brussels are doing fine in the old lashed up netted cage. Let me come round. They seem to be happy in there. Looking alright. You've seen the bean bed. Right, let me show you what I've done with these onions. So these are giant onions. What I've done here, guys, I've put them in halos. This was going to be, if you remember, I had a big tube here for a long parsnip. I brought a packet of new seeds. I've done 3 sowings to germinate them. Not one germinated, so I'll give up on that idea. So yeah, I've put 3 of the giant onions in halos. And so, the reason I've put them in halos is because instead of just sticking them in the mud, when it comes to watering, it's going to go everywhere. So I've put them in these halos just to control the watering a little bit. And obviously when I water, I've put gravel around the top. So I'm hoping that the water will obviously go into the gravel, but that'll also keep the sun off of the soil and hold the moisture a little bit. So whether that's a good idea, I don't know, but these are coming on okay. If I can get a hand around it for size. They're not too bad. Bearing in mind these are cold onions and no light onions. Never had any heat or light. Yeah, they're doing okay. So this is, that's a GOGC and that's a Joathan. And that's a GOGC from, in fact, these were sown on the, let me check the date, because there is a difference here, 19th of October, and this is one of the ones that was sown on December the 6th. So you can see the size difference. It's quite a bit. Will they catch up? I don't know. But yeah, there we go. There's a little pick there for Pete. Right, let me show you around here. So if you remember I was saying about the arch. So the arch is up. Might be able to see it over the cage. It's not the straightest thing in the world. Let me zoom you in. Can't. So the arch is up. And what we've done with it, I've had a few good suggestions. Jasmine and all kinds of stuff. But what we've done with it, might be able to see it a bit better there. I wanted to put bare root roses up it, but it's not the best time of year for bare root roses planting. So for this year, what I've done is planted a Thunbergia vine either side so it can climb up, and they are climbing up. Should look nice, and we've already got a flower on there, which is rather lovely. So yeah, I've got a Thunbergia vine either side. And the rest of the bed is Coreopsis and Cosmos, bits and bobs, pretty much the same either side. So yeah, that's the arch. I've still got a lot of plant out, but yeah, it's been a big plant out marathon the last couple of weeks. So that's about it for the garden, guys. There is still a lot more to do, but it is looking busy, and as soon as this border comes into flower, it's going to look delightful, hopefully. Right, I don't think I missed anything. I mean, I've got a few tomatoes dotted around. There's one up there, there's one there. Oh, there's one on the side of the greenhouse. They're red profusion, as I said. Let me just get under here. Yeah, these are red profusion. And they've got flowers on already, which is lovely. So there we go. That's a bit of a walk around the garden. Not a lot else to show you. So I'll show you the potting up of this single seed potato. So guys, single seed potato challenge. I've put 3 of these in already. I've not had a chance to film because it was really warm yesterday. In fact, it's been really hot all week, and people have just been in and out. So I'm not stop start. I can't be bothered with it. So I'll show you how I'm doing it. This is the bucket's going in. This is a 3rd full with spent compost. This is mostly spent compost out of my cherry tree pot, there's a lot of John Innes number 3 in it. It's about 3 years old, so it's not a lot of good, but I'm not wasting it. So that's gone in there with a little bit of potato fertiliser, and all I'm going to do is top it up with a mix of fresh multi-purpose 50-50 with farmyard manure. So I've already mixed this up. It's quite nice, and I'm just going to chuck in the same stuff as I have in the others. Potato fertiliser, quite a good handful of that, or a couple. Give that a mix in, and a little bit of superphosphate. And the 2 plants I'm putting in, the leaves are a little bit yellowy, so they're dying for something. So I'm going to put just a few chicken pellets in here, just to get a bit of nitrogen in there. So, you know, the leaves might be suffering from a little bit of nitrogen deficiency. Not sure. Where did I put my chicken pellets? There they are. So we'll chuck a few of these in for good measure. And if that ain't rich, then nothing is. I'll give it a good mix up. I've already put some fertiliser in with the crappy compost. So I'm just going to chuck that in there. Sorry if the microphone's rubbing, I've got nowhere to put it really, it's on my t-shirt. Let's get that in there. I'm just going to grab a pot, bear with. So I've got a template. That should do nicely. I don't think I'm going to have enough compost here, to be honest, but I can always knock some more up. Still, it's a good enough template. I can get the spud in and then top round it. I'll get the spud. Here it is, you can see it's a little bit, just a little bit yellowy. You might not be able to see it in the sun, but I've been in these pots far too long. I'll feel some lumps in here. I think there might actually be spuds on here, to be honest. Bloody woodlouse everywhere. Look at them all. Get out. Bloody woodlouse. Yeah, there's a potato there. I don't know if you can see that from it. Let's have a look. There's one there, I know. Got a potato there. I've got another one there. So yeah, about time these went in. Oh, that's not too bad actually. I can just top round that. So I'll mix up some more compost, top that up a bit, and I'll show you around. I'll show you the others. They're all done pretty similar. I've mixed it up a little bit, but that's how we're doing it, guys. I'll show you the cutting I took from the potato. I've not looked at it. It's been in there for what, 3-4 weeks in this bag. It still looks alive, but has it rooted? I think it has. Let's have a look. We've got roots, so this cutting is taken. So that'll be a little extra one that we'll probably put in a small bucket. I'll leave it out the bag now. I'll put that in a small bucket because it's not going to, I don't think it'll produce like the main ones because it's so far behind. But at least it's worked, guys. So I won't be so scared to take a cutting in the future. So there we go, guys. Bit of a boring one today, but it's a case of getting stuff done instead of videoing it all the time. As you can appreciate, it's that time of year, we've got to get stuff out. I'm going on holiday in a couple of weeks, so it all needs to be done before I go on holiday. So anyway, there it is. I hope you found it interesting, not too boring, and hopefully some of you are still watching at this point in time. As I said, going on holiday in a couple of weeks. I might be able to get some videoing done next week and the week after. We'll see. Hopefully we'll have a bit of colour to show you. In the meantime, enjoy the rain when it comes, because we certainly need it. And I will see you as soon as I can see you. Please hit the like button and consider subscribing, and I will catch you on the next one.